The following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Banter Club proudly brings to you, it is I, one half of the longest reigning Ramblemania show tag team champions of all the times. The Angel of Death 6XL. Joining me as always.
That would be I, the other half of the longest reigning Ramblemania tag team champions of all the times. TJ the Great. TJ the Great. Of course, we are the Banter Club. We are here to discuss AEW Dynamite on the TBS network. If you're wondering why I changed the background, it's probably because only I noticed, but there was a very small TNT logo on the right side. So I was like, I got to change that now. But yeah, you're on TBS now. That's how we rock. But it was very small. I'm sure I was the only person that noticed it, but I still noticed it and I wanted to change it.
I just always thought it just said AEW Dynamite.
It's a tiny TNT logo in the bottom right corner. I'll send you the picture. You can see.
Got you. But now I clearly see the TBS.
Yeah, now
or should
you know.
I say Tevin?
Do it.
Hold on. You know what I just realized?
What?
You got them hoes behind you.
Behind every great man is some hoes. Of course, we're here to talk about that good old AEW Dynamite. Before that, let's talk about...
You remember that one gift that they had for the, because back then it wasn't gift, but it was like, what do we call them? It's just like holograms, whatever the fuck. Remember they had on N64 for Godfather's entrance in the fucking WrestleMania 2000. Yeah. They just had him going like this.
Yeah.
Which is why I was here like.
Although, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were pretty much like gifts.
Are we going to talk about MLW yet?
Let's start with that.
Fuck it, yeah.
MLW is suing the WWE. for attempting to monopolize the pro wrestling business and accusing them of shutting them out of many revenue avenues such as streaming and content distribution and what have you. It's gonna be an interesting lawsuit depending on how far they actually go with it. According to Dave Meltzer, who I'm sure probably Court Bauer told him this himself, but their MLW is getting the firm that has represented Donald Trump in the past.
Bro, if I tell you what I was just fucking thinking right now.
What? You
said the firm. You already knew the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh, no. Not that firm.
They got the firm, and I'm like, what?
No.
I'm like, they got Nas and Foxy and...
Nah. I don't know how though they could help in a different way, but in terms of the law, they got a law firm.
My son saying they got the firm, and I was like, word?
They got the firm on this shit. Oh, WWE going down. Can't fuck with Nas.
I'm going out. Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, no, they got the law firm that has represented Donald Trump in the past, a former president. And I mean, say what you will about Donald Trump. I mean, he can get some good fucking lawyers. So, and apparently they think that they have a slam dunk case here. I'm not going to pretend that I know all the legalese, because I damn sure don't. But what I would say is, well, obviously it's up to MLW to prove that WWE has tried to monopolize the pro wrestling business and shut other companies out. Now, as a pro wrestling fan who has followed this shit for a long time, Yeah, WWE does that. Yes, duh. But
that's what they've been doing since the territory days. Why is
exactly since Vince Jr. took over, that's been the play. Mm-hmm. Fucking stomp everyone out and try to monopolize the business. But it's a whole other burden proving that legally, because obviously there are many different legal avenues that WWE has taken, loopholes and things of that nature that WWE has taken over the years to make sure that what they're doing and trying to monopolize the pro wrestling business isn't technically illegal. Legally, like they can't just say, like I just said, you see the shit they've been doing since 1984, you got to prove it with legal documentation and shit.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting thing to see how they pull that off, especially because, as we know, WWE got the legal team to fight anything. So
I would just show them what happened in the UK.
that's the way.
Hey, World of Sports, how you feeling?
Yeah, they fucking body bagged World of Sport. Yeah, so
bringing it back to AEW, Joey Janela was talking his shit.
Joey Janela thinks there are no baby faces in this situation. Not MLW or WWE. But specifically, he has had this beef with MLW for a long time, saying that they don't pay their young guys properly, that, they, take advantage of them, giving them low pay to work big shows and things of that nature.
I believe what he said is they have a no GCW policy in their contract.
Yep. I believe he said that too. And I mean, Joey's not the only person that has said these types of things about MLW. I mean, when Pillman Jr. was in MLW and there was this whole thing with AEW, there was a little frostiness there before he left. So, I mean, there is some shadiness to MLW that may or may not factor into this case somehow, but
yeah.
And I'm sure WWE will probably try to bring that up, but
and they kind of came in at a bad time because this is when WWE is paying the least attention to the independent scene now. So it's like it's gonna be a weird one because I feel like, or maybe did WWE know this shit was gonna happen?
It's possible, certainly possible that they saw it coming.
They toned it down really, really. They toned it down a lot when it comes. Well, they completely X'd out the independent scene.
Yeah.
Right before this happened. So it's like, I don't know.
And now they're bringing in they're bringing in Mickie James, who does not work for the company right now. She works for other promotions.
Yep. And they're going to promote her. Like they're going to promote the fact that she's the Impact Women's Champion and all that. So,
yeah. So it definitely is possible that they knew this was coming and now they're trying to be like, what do you mean? Look at what we're doing. So
this is all I got to say. WWE, y'all some fucking businessmen, B. I can't. That's one thing. I could shit on you all day and all night about what you're doing with your creative and your talent and your actual in-ring product. But behind them scenes, bro, y'all some fucking professionals, yo.
There's a reason they're number one, and there's a reason they'll probably always be number one. Or at least for a very long time, they'll be number one, because they know how to navigate these waters, and they always have. Like, Vince is... Say what you want about Vince in terms of whatever else, but the man knows how to fucking do business. So, I mean, it's like I said in the chat when... I think it was Twin that posted it. I was like, I wish them luck, MLW, but I don't know, man. WWE can fight that. They got the money. They got the legal team. They can fight that for as long as they need to.
Is it just me? Or does it feel weird that Dynamite is on TBS and not TNT? And Rampage is on TNT but not TBS?
You think they should switch?
I'll tell you why, and it's literally name value only. TNT, Dynamite.
Yeah. TNT. I win the fight. But
it's weird, right? Like
yeah. You're actually right. Now, I didn't even think of it like that, but you're right. Yeah. Dynamite fits on the TNT network. Yeah, you could do Rampage on TV. So yeah, I agree with you now, actually. Yeah. I agree with you now. It's Pro Wrestling Award season.
Yeah. Oh! Congratulations to the Inner Circle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, the PWI Awards, Pro Wrestling Illustrated Awards for 2021. The issue came out. The awards have been given, and AEW won goddamn near everything. I love Pro Wrestling Award season because this is the time of year where wrestling fans get really fucking mad about what other wrestling fans like. and they react to it in the weirdest ways. Like Pro Wrestling Illustrated, according to these people, is now fucking on the AEW payroll. They fucking fuck PWI. They're fucking AEW loving bitches, but this is a fan vote. The fans, the readers of the magazine.
Us.
It's like I always say.
If
you disagree with these choices, then the person you are mad at is your fellow wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Your fellow consumer of the graps.
And you should be mad at yourself. Go vote.
Yeah, go vote. If you thought fucking whatever match was the best match as opposed to the match that won, why you ain't take your ass and vote? That's
go
you.
Vote. Let them know. Let your voices be heard. You want to make a change? Let them know.
Yeah.
This ain't the U.S. government beat.
This ain't an oligarchy pretending to be a democracy. It's an actual democracy.
Yeah, you can go vote and then just be like, I fucking hate this fucking show.
This is the best show, this one. So yeah, if you want to do that, then do that. But don't fucking complain at the publication that just posted everyone's choice. They just did the math. Mad at them for doing the math. But let's talk about some of these PWI awards.
Yes.
Like you mentioned, the faction of the year was the Inner Circle.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to them. The runners-up were the Elite, the Bloodline from WWE, and the Bullet Club from New Japan, and sometimes Impact. And a few times AEW. But the Wrestler of the Year.
Yes.
Big one. Kenny Omega. Who spent 2021, of course, being the belt collector, being the top heel of AEW, eventually put over the Hangman Adam Page before going off and, recovering because he was working the whole year with fucking vertigo and a bunch of shit going on with him. Which,
God bless him.
Realizing that is like, that's insane. What a dude. But yeah, Kenny Omega, Wrestler of the Year. The runners-up were Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, and Big E. So
Big E Langston.
Yeah, Big E Langston. So pretty cool.
Did you hear about how he felt about his title reign?
Oh yeah, he thought it was disappointing. Yeah. Well, he only held it for like what, a month and a half or something like that.
Yeah. But basically, he felt like, man, I don't want to put words in this man's mouth, but more or less, he wanted to do more, and they just kind of had him go out and just fucking lose here and there. Which, Vince, what the hell?
What the hell, Vince? As usual, like a them problem and not a him problem. But, it is what it is. Tag Team of the Year. The Young Bucks. This is their third time winning that award. Runners up, the Lucha Bros.
That's who should have won.
The Usos and the New Day. I'm good with the Bucks winning. I thought they were the Tag Team of the Year. I did.
I think the Lucha Bros.
I got love for the Lucha Bros. They're great. And if you want to do 1A, 1B, I would do Young Bucks Lucha Bros, 1A, 1B. Or I'll switch it, however you want to do it. But
this is all I got to say. My son Phoenix only dislocated his elbow.
Yeah, that dude not human. That dude not human. He different.
He's a beast.
He different. The match of the year. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa in the lights out unsanctioned match.
Hell yeah.
Dynamite.
Hell yeah.
Which, hey, I mean, I'm not going to argue. There were other matches that I would have picked, but this was a great pick in its own right. Did wonders for both Britt and Thunder Rosa. did wonders for the women's division. Because like Britt even talked about, like she put the women's division on her back this year, and it's definitely if you look at the women's division now, and there's still work to do. Don't get me wrong, but if you look at the women's division now as compared to early last year before that match, night and day. They've built up so much more stars, and part of it is because they were able to lock Britt in at the top as number one. So,
what does it take to be number one?
Feud of the year: Chris Jericho versus MJF.
Yes.
Which the Labors of Jericho was one of my favorite things of the whole year. Like, and I think it perfected the MJF formula so much that people forgot that he did this first with Cody.
I wish that this could have been a thing, but it probably was not going to be considered as a feud. But fucking Roman Reigns versus WWE to me is the best feud of that. This motherfucker he walked out and just destroyed the entire company and just...
Tribal chief.
Oh man, yeah.
The most popular wrestler, which basically means best babyface, CM Punk.
Yes.
This is the second time he's won that. The first time he won it was 10 years ago, 2011's most popular wrestler. So look at that, he's making his big return this year, and
he also got fucking best return of the year.
He did. He got comeback of the year. Because, duh, who else fucking... That was a no-brainer.
I mean... But Deeb already came back.
Yeah, like, he was an active wrestler. Like, his was just a debut. Punk was a comeback.
Yeah. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just saying.
But, most improved, Dr. Britt Baker, D. And D.
Makes sense.
Which, yeah, like I just talked about in the fucking match of the year thing, Britt.
We're going to talk about her today. Ooh, spicy.
Indie Wrestler of the Year.
Yes.
Nick fucking Gage.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the man, the king, the god of this shit. Runners up were Trisha Dora. Shout out Trisha Dora. She's been putting in a lot of work this year, so great to see her get that spot.
I found out about her this year, actually, which is crazy.
Yeah. I found out about her like early this year, late last year, and then she was killing it all year. She's great.
Well, I keep forgetting this is 2022. I found out about her literally last year.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out Trisha Dora. Other runners up were Tony Deppen and Effie.
Yes.
Which, Tony Deppen is one of my favorite dudes in the Indies. Yeah, he puts on fucking great matches. He was Ring of Honor TV champion for a bit too. And Effie is changing the game in his own way, putting on for the LGBTQ, however other many letters community.
Yes.
So shout out to them.
Mad letters, awesome. Mad letters. At this point,
tough to keep up.
Yeah, I can't keep up anymore. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know where we at now. Yeah,
it's just mad letters.
Abbreviations, B.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Effie. Inspirational wrestler of the year was Edge.
On this day, it's so clear to me. Sorry.
Yeah. Shout out to Edge. Which, yeah, it's still cool to see him back after, being retired for so long.
Well, now his theme song is most of the time that we see him because we watch him on pay-per-views. Now his theme song is Bwah,
which is dope as hell, honestly. I love that shit.
I'm just mad we still ain't see Gangrel yet, motherfucker.
Hey, bring my boy Gangrel back, man. We gotta get the goblet out here. Stop playing.
You know what it is, though? Vince doesn't want to pay for that fucking name.
Man, just throw him a couple fucking dollars and do it. Stop playing.
It's because the name belongs to a video game or some shit.
Yeah. I know. I always forget which one it is, but yeah, one of the fucking companies owns it.
Watch us see him in fucking the Royal Rumble. We think it's gonna be Edge. Fucking Gangrel. He just walks out.
Shit. So, last two, Rookie of the Year, Jade Cargill.
Yes.
Makes sense. to be expected. And the Stanley Weston Award, which is the Lifetime Achievement Award, is given to Terry Funk and Ron Simmons, which I would have definitely thought Terry Funk would have had that already, but fair enough.
Ron Simmons? Damn.
Hell
yeah.
So two great picks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, like I said, AEW fucking dominated these. There's literally one WWE winner. And I think there's more awards, but these are the main ones I saw.
Yeah.
But, yeah, AEW fucking ran off with these. But like I said, it's a fan vote.
Do you remember how Damn started?
He used to say, well, I'll be damned.
There you go. It wasn't just damn. It started off as a whole gimmick. Well, I'll be damned.
That's how his song used to start.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
When he went solo and Bradshaw became JBL.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Remember when he was like Justin Hawk Bradshaw for a little bit again?
Yeah.
Before they turned him into Wall Street guy? Fucking hated when they turned him into Wall Street guy.
I still remember that segment where fucking they had to break up because of the stipulation or whatever. That shit hurt. I was like, no, not the APA. And then they were both looking at each other all sad and shit. It's like, damn, man, it's fucked up.
That's like if they split us off, B.
Yeah, man, you can't do that to the homies. They the homies.
I cry. I cry so hard. I mean, well, he said try, but I cry.
Yeah, cry. Other news. Tony Schiavone has extended his AEW contract for 2 more years.
Yay.
So he's locked in through 2024. So
Let's
shout
go.
out to Tony. Good to see him still loving this pro wrestling shit again.
Did Tony shut up this week?
Tony Khan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he had nothing to say.
Stay quiet, cuz.
There was nothing to say. I don't think anybody, well, I mean, people be tweeting bullshit, but there was nothing worth like responding to.
Tony, I love you, bro.
Yeah,
but be quiet.
The small shit was something worth responding to. He just responded into it in the absolute worst way.
Worst way, yeah.
Yeah. You should have actually listened to what she said. But yeah, I don't think there was anything going on that Tony felt the need to, you can't say that about me. But yeah, I think we're good with TK. GCW, the World on GCW from Hammerstein Ballroom, taking place on January 23rd, will be broadcasted on traditional pay-per-view.
Wow.
So yeah, you can go to your fucking cable box or whatever and click a few buttons and order yourself a GCW show. How about that? Shout out to them.
Did you hear about WWE banning the word pay-per-view?
Yeah, their things are premium live events now.
Yes, premium live events. Because they barely ever even use fucking pay-per-view anyways anymore.
It's true. They quit traditional pay-per-view. They're done with that. I mean, they still technically do it, but it's not what they're focused on. They're focused on the Peacock and all that other shit, the TV and everything else. So,
and nobody, you know what it was? Nobody was going to pay $60 for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
When I can get an entire streaming service and the pay-per-view for like literally fucking
$5,
like a fraction of it, like so small, literally like $5 versus 60, like that's that's ridiculous.
12% of the fucking of the full pay-per-view price. You can get the whole fucking archive on top of like movies and TV shows and shit
for a month.
Yeah. So yeah, you would take the only thing that would prevent you from doing it is if you literally don't have internet.
Yeah.
So that would be the only other reason. And
at that point, it's like spring for the internet, because even having internet would probably be cheaper than pay for a pay-per-view.
Yeah. So, shout out to GCW. They're doing their big Hammerstein show. It's looking to be their biggest show ever, or at least up there as one of their biggest shows ever. They just got Ruby Soho on there. She's going to be facing off with Alley Catch, and Eddie Kingston's going to be there.
They really try to make GCW into fucking ECW, which is fucking crazy.
It's going to be in the same building that so many fucking crazy ECW moments happened. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. To the WWE and their premium live events. They're going back to the place that we don't talk about or focus on. And they're taking the Elimination Chamber over there, apparently. They're going to do the chamber over there, which is like, I like watching the chamber though. Why you gotta? All right. Hey, listen, their target audience is Vince McMahon and the Saudi Prince. So whatever. I've learned to accept that they saved their best shit, some of their best shit now for over there, because they get paid a lot of money to go over there.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I'm not watching it. So they can go fuck themselves.
It's like it never happened to me.
Yep. So yeah, too bad there's not going to be an elimination chamber this year. That kind of sucks, but whatever. The rating for AEW Dynamite is in 969,000, a little bit down from last week, and a 3.9 in the key demo, third on cable behind 2 NBA games. This number, the key demo, tied with Raw this week in the key demo. Raw had, I think, about, in terms of actual viewership in the key demo, like a couple thousand more. But in terms of, you know, how that boils down to the number, it's a virtual tie. So, I mean, Raw, of course, had to go against the college football national championship game. So you can throw an asterisk on that because Raw's rating probably would have been higher under different circumstances.
Well, these motherfuckers had 2 NBA games. 2.
But I mean, they got to deal with that just about every week. And the national championship is one of the biggest games of the year.
True.
So it's a special game.
But at the same time, like, if you still facing the NBA, no matter what, and especially 2 games, the fact that you at Raw's level is like, you there, son.
And that's what I would say. So like, even not worrying about the Raw number so much, it's still notable, at least on the AEW side, in that 2 weeks in on the new network, this is very, very good. This is where the baseline seems like it's going to fall around, 900 to 1 million plus, with a number that's comparable to Monday Night Raw in the key demo. And if, according to WrestleNomics and all of those guys, it looks like that Big Bang Theory lead-in does help a lot more than TNT. But I agreed with you last week. I just said actual nerds hate the Big Bang Theory, but it is true. It does get a decent amount more viewership than like movies or Rizzoli and Owls or whatever was on TNT before Dynamite. So the lead-ins help on your TV shows. If you're ever in the TV business, your lead-ins help.
If you got something that it's a popular show and a lot of people watch it, and it's on syndication, and it's very popular on syndication, then 9 out of 10 times, those people that are watching that show, if they don't change the channel right away, they're going to bump into this and be like, what this? And then they're going to watch it.
Yeah.
And it also helped that, look at the guys who started the show.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
that also helped.
Like, you're going to get a lot of people who wouldn't normally watch AEW watching AEW. So, a good number, a good baseline for the show to fall on, following the premiere. And with that, I think it's time to get ready. Oh shit. Are you ready to light the fuse?
And bring the boom?
Because it's Dynamite. With that being said, let's get ready to banter.
AEW Dynamite from Raleigh, North Carolina. We open the show with the Undisputed ReDMDragon as Adam.
I was gonna say, yay, North Carolina. Matt Hardy was like, that's where we're from.
Yeah. Matt got his cheap pop this week. But yeah, we in North Kakalaki, and we got the Undisputed ReDMDragon coming down to the ring.
Paragon.
Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly. And we open it up with good old story time with Adam Cole, baby. I love this show.
I was going to say, by the way, it just felt like it was just, it's the Undisputed Era on TV. Just still doing the same shit, same theme song, same everything, same names. Nothing changed. They just moved them to another show.
Yeah.
This is weird. Yeah.
This was an NXT intro. You see how I said last week? Fucking NXT 2.0. They don't want you here if you like black and gold NXT. You're not welcome. But here on AEW Dynamite, you like that shit? We got that shit. Come watch this shit. So.
And all the shit.
All the shit. Boys get in the ring.
What you want? Nah, hey, I on TikTok right now.
Yes, I on TikTok. Shout out to Biggie and Jay-Z. Cole's got the mic. He says, 2021 was a great year for the squad, and 2022 is going to be even better because I'm undefeated here in AEW in singles competition. And he is. Has not been pinned, has not been submitted. He's 7-0. And he says, the boys are back together. He says that means...
boys are back in time.
Yes. He says that means it's a new era here in AEW. And the crowd's like, You can hear the crowd react to that like, he said the thing.
I feel like Peter Griffin. He said it. He said the thing.
But as soon as he says the thing, that brings out the Elite, the Young Bucks and Brandon Cutler. And Matt's like, well, I just kicked COVID's ass in 2 days. So you know what? I figure let's come out right now and deal with this. Kyle gets the mic. He says, hey, listen, guys, we did not need your help to defeat the Super Friends on Rampage, all right? We don't need you guys to beat the Super Friends. And Matt is like, you know what? You guys are right. This is ReDMDragon, after all. One of the best tag teams in the world. But let me remind you of something in case you forgot. This is our company, and we're the longest reigning AEW tag team champions ever. And we got a New Year's resolution, and that's to get our belts back. And Kyle is like, oh, word? Bobby, we got the same resolution. Bobby, tell him our resolution. And Bobby's like, that's right. Our resolution is to get those tag titles, and ain't no one getting in our way. Not you, nor you. So they get in each other's face, and Adam Cole is like, "Way, guys, ain't this great? We got some friendly competition going on. All right? That's why we're the best faction, because we're all at the top of our games. Not like the best friends. You want to talk about the best friends, but then the best friend is like, no, you're not. And they come right out.
Tapping is your favorite thing in the world.
Yes.
Fucking an interruption. Nobody can do a fucking interview here.
Interviews are not allowed in AEW. Best friends. Best friends come down to the ring. Adam Cole is like, cut that stupid music off. And he gets in Orange Cassidy's face. Orange has a mic. He's like, what could you possibly have to say that's of any value whatsoever? And Orange is like, this. And he punches him. And he tackles him and they start fighting.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I was going to say, like, yeah, that's just basically what happened. Yep.
That's it. That's it. That's what I got to bring to the table. Beef.
Beef. Oh, you wanted chicken? Not today. You got some beef.
Got beef. So the squads are brawling. Everybody's outside except for Cole and Orange. They're in the ring. Yeah. So Orange sets him up. Then Cole hits him with a low blow, takes advantage, and he's going to set him up to drop the boom on him. But Chris Statlander comes in and gets in his face like, you ain't going to touch him. What you going to do?
She would have thought, but you want to know what I said? I was at work when I was watching this. And I was talking to Ricky, who's the owner of the 99-cent store, and he's just like chilling. He chills upstairs with me. And he was just chilling on the couch and watching the show with me. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, bruh, you know that other guy has a girlfriend too? She's going to come out watch.
Sure enough. Britt Baker runs down to the ring, takes out Chris Statlander, grabs Orange and sets him up so that Adam Cole can lower the boom. The Elite stand tall, and the Bucks are going to go for the double kiss on Adam Cole. But then Britt's like, hold up.
No.
That's my man. So she goes in and she kisses him. She gives him a kiss.
But for real.
Yeah, she gives him a real kiss because, that's her man.
Nigga.
Yeah. That's her man.
She went in there, B. She was like, nom. I think I saw a little tongue.
Yeah, she's like, hold up.
I think Brandon Cutler saw some tongue too, because the first thing he did was start spraying.
He ran over the
sprayer. Then he went up to Adam Cole, did it too. Like, y'all too hot right now. Y'all too hot.
I gotta chill out.
I like the way that Britt Baker reacts to it, because she's like, Yeah, need more. It's hot, it's hot. She's great, bro. She's great.
He's great. And it's been building from the moment Cole showed up and told Tony Schiavone to stay the fuck away from my girlfriend. We knew it happened one day, and here we are. Adam Cole and Britt Baker finally together. I'm sure there are going to be people that are like, he fucking left NXT to play with his girlfriend. There you go.
No, that we just made the relationship MCU canon now. Nah, but yeah, like, I was just like, oh, they need to hire William Regal right now.
They totally should.
Because after this, he should have walked out and said, blood and guts, and then just walked out.
I wouldn't be shocked if that's how they debut him. He just comes out, by God, that's William Regal. What the hell is he doing out here? Blood and guts.
And then just piece the fuck out.
We got a classical monster package for Wardlow. This shit was fucking great. They called him a conductor of violence. They said this man is a maestro who orchestrates destruction. And they got a fucking whole ass orchestra playing in the background, and he's conducting shit. Well, you see Wardlow powerbomb people. This shit was great.
Yeah, which is crazy because, like, I'm just thinking about the guy who had a similar name before, and he's he's banned.
He's banned.
I think it was the innovator of violence.
The innovator of violence.
Damn, son.
Yeah, he had impact. He's just working backstage now.
Yeah, he's quiet right now. He's a quiet partner. He's a silent partner.
Yeah, they're like, hey, just do your backstage work. You can't be on TV right now. So,
yeah.
Now that leads us to CM Punk versus Wardlow. We are in CM Trunks territory this week. And, you know, Punk has decided to go back to the Bret Hart template for this match.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely modeled this one after Bret Hart and Diesel at Survivor Series.
Did you see the fuchsia colorway, though, that my boy Wardlow was rocking?
Yeah.
The fuchsia and white attire? Oof. He must have known Punk was wearing pink. He was like, word, I got a little fuchsia number that's going to match.
We going to make this happen. But, I mean, if you want to follow a match template, that's a good one to follow. That's probably the best match Kevin Nash ever had.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's not even a shit on Kevin Nash, honestly. It's a great match. And Kevin Nash has had, like, other good matches. But, I mean, like, that match was really fucking good. Like, it was Bret at his most Bret, like, just as a thinking man.
I was watching, like, young Kevin Nash, and he walks like a baby gazelle, cuz. Like, what the hell?
Hey.
Everything is stumbling all the time. I'm just like, God damn. I mean, I did hear that he had, like, no, but you heard what happened? It was hooping that he fucked himself up.
Yeah, he got hurt hooping, which that happens, especially when you're tall like he is.
Mm-hmm.
So. And then like he had a whole ass different career path where he goes on and falls for a living. So yeah.
Yep.
He definitely he made money though. As he will be the first to tell you. Kevin Nash will be the first to tell you how much fucking money he made fucking his quads up. So we get a
He's a smart dude. He
is a really smart dude. He is. Mm-hmm. And real quick, just in terms of like, you know, he changed the game for how pro wrestlers get money when he and Scott Hall went to WCW, because he was the main one that fucking looked at the numbers and was like, well, I go here and fucking work half as many dates and get all this guaranteed money. Hell yeah, you need to do that.
Yep. And then it was him with the oh word, they think we're gonna show up on that show. Let's ask for more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going over there. Give us more money. Yeah, sure. Dumbasses, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, so you mean that WCW has been bought out, but my contract is still good for another year? I get paid to do nothing? Oh, okay. I'll see you in a year then.
Yeah. Smart motherfucker, bro.
Kevin Nash is a smart dude.
You can say whatever you want to say about Kevin Nash. He was fucked up. He did this, he did that. Him and the clique and everybody fucked up the wrestling game. Whatever you want to say. But he's like the smartest businessman in wrestling I've ever seen.
Hey, most people, when they talk shit about the clique, they talk about Nash individually. They like him. Yo, Kevin Nash, great guy to have a beer with, you know?
Yeah. Him and Hall.
Yeah.
They love Hall and Nash.
Yeah.
Fucking hated Trips and Shawn.
Yeah. So, I mean, early on in this match, Punk and Wardlow, we got some dueling chants. Imagine that. Wardlow getting some chants, some support against CM Punk.
Some fans were like, Wardlow.
Yeah. They loved them some Wardlow. Punk goes for an early GTS, but Wardlow stuffs it. Goes for the Powerbomb Symphony, but Punk is wise and he ducks out as we go to the commercial. Then we come back from break. Punk tries to come back, goes for a tornado DDT up top, but Wardlow just throws him away, sets up the powerbomb, but Punk breaks free, hits him with some strikes. Then he goes for some lariats, but Wardlow just not going down. So Punk goes to the apron and does his springboard clothesline, and that works. So he gets Wardlow in the corner, hits him with the high knee, and then he flips MJF off like, look at that, fuck you. But that's where he fucked up. And the Powerbomb Symphony has commenced. He hits this man with 5 power bombs, then goes to pin him for the 1, 2, he got him, no. Because MJF hops on the apron and is like, no, more.
He turned into fucking, he went straight up Big Mamba.
More. And then Wardlow's like, more?
More?
Like,
he's
more.
Like, more. All right. And he just, fuck it. And he just, blah, 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 and just keeps killing Punk. And he's about to pin him again. But then he's like, no.
More. Then he goes to the ringside table and sets it up. And he's like, you put him through that table now. So Wardlow's like,
commentary was great here because they were like, you can see in Wardlow's face, he's like, what more?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do this.
Yeah. And they said he's got the match won. I think MJF just wants Punk destroyed so he doesn't have to ever face him.
And then at the same time, my son, my son MJF. Oh, sorry, I had a burp. My son MJF, he was like bugging the fuck out. Like he was really telling him, like, yo, I pay your bills more. I pay you more. And Wardlow's like, stop bringing that up. Like, stop saying that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
he was pissed. Oof. Anyways,
at this point, he's getting more and more pissed. But then he goes, he gives Punk another power bomb, does it through the table, then goes back in the ring. Like, all right, fuck it, count him out. So count out's on. Punk gets back in at fucking 9.9. And MJF is like, all right, power bomb him again. So Wardlow picks him up for another power bomb, but Punk gets the inside cradle for the 1, 2, and 3. CM Punk defeats Wardlow with the inside cradle. He was watching his Bryan Danielson tapes.
He rolled this bitch ass up and walked the fuck out. Like all fucked up, but he was
didn't
like,
even walk the fuck out. He crawled the fuck out.
Half dead CM Punk, like, well, I won. I'm about to hit the old Dusty Trail.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the match, and I thought they told a good story, but I did think it was excessive. And if he was gonna do fucking 8 or whatever power bombs, he didn't also have to then power bomb him through the table. Especially because you know Punk's winning this match.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows Punk's winning this match. It's just a question of how.
Yep. To me, it was more of what he should have done. That first interruption was, no, more, and then clear off the table. Instead of making him power bomb. If you were going to do the table
spot, do it after the first time he does the power bomb.
Exactly. Yeah. Because then you're giving him too much time to like kind of get his cobwebs out of his head and kind of like, and that's exactly what happened. Too much time. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It looked dumb. Like it makes Wardlow look a little weaker. Yeah. And it makes MJF look even dumber. So, yeah.
And like, again, the story I get, and I don't mind, especially because it forwards this story. I love all the story. Yeah. And it forwards, more importantly, possibly, the Wardlow MJF story. Because this is not even the first time that MJF has fucked over Wardlow like this. He's done this before, where he's like, hey, Wardlow, fucking do more. And then Wardlow keeps doing more, and then he loses because of it. So it's a thing that happened, so I don't mind the story. It's just, I thought, it did a little too much.
Yeah, a little too, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just a little too much. Yeah. Like after the first, set of power bombs, once he put him through the table and then he got back in the ring, that would have been the perfect situation.
Yeah.
But the fact that he made him like continue to, do it was just like, it was dumb. Like just fucking, it was dumb.
Yeah. So after that, Max gets in Wardlow's face. He's like, you never win the big match. What the hell is wrong with you? He starts berating this man. He's pointing at him, and then Wardlow starts to get really, really angry.
He turned about his future as his attire, so.
Yeah. and
damn near purple.
He grabs his hand finally, and fucking MJF starts like, hey, wait a minute. And the crowd starts getting louder and louder, like, get him, Wardlow, whoop his ass. But then before anything can happen, Shawn Spears runs down and is like, hey, big man, calm down, big man. Come on now.
Yeah, his accountability buddy came out and was like, hey, relax, bro. Don't worry about him. Come on, let's go. Then MJF kept fucking exacerbating the situation. And he literally fucking pushed MJF away, like, chill. Shawn Spears did. And I was like, wow.
Because it was very close to happening right here. I think the closest we've been to finally seeing it happen. And I think we on borrowed time for MJF and Wardlow. We got Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dante Martin.
Did they just say, yo, Six, we're going to put all you guys on TV today?
Maybe, yeah.
You going to fuck with this Dynamite OD, Six. Watch.
we got all that shit you like right here.
They fucking catered to me, and I'm not going to lie. I like this. I really like this episode of Dynamite. Yep.
So, Hobbs and Martin, this is their second match. They recapped the first match they had from a few weeks back, which, of course, Hobbs won that one. And Dante comes out, and he's with the smoke instantly. He runs down and starts brawling with Hobbs immediately. They're fighting in the ring, and then they go to the ropes, and he hits a cactus clothesline to the outside. They both go outside. And he gets on the apron, tries to rush, but Hobbs catches him and drops him with a spine buster on the floor. And that's the heat. And as Hobbs is beating him down in the ring, Excalibur asks Taz, what do you want out of this? Like, when is it going to be enough with Dante Martin? And Taz is like, I want him retired. I want him to not be able to wrestle anymore.
let me talk to you, Taz. We boys, cuz. You ain't got to do it. We supposed to be brothers.
Right? You ain't got to do that, Taz.
Don't have the two brothers. Yeah, go ahead.
He betrayed us.
Nah, we brothers, yo. We brothers.
Yeah, man. Taz is upset. He upset.
You gotta let us men of color not beef with each other. You should be stopping the beef, cut.
Yeah, we gotta come together. You know what I'm saying?
Especially since in when it comes to Italians, like Sicilian people, like if you know about like the history of like Italians and stuff like that, like Sicilian people sometimes get treated like if they were the black people of Italy.
Yeah.
So it's like, Taz, you should know, being that you're one of those people who's of like the darker skin toned of Sicilians.
A lot of people used to think Taz was black.
Yeah, he's basically Mediterranean, is what it is. Yeah, they're mixed with like Mediterranean if you're Italian. So like he's brown basically. So with that being said, I'm over here like, bro, you should know about discrimination. Don't fucking put two black men against each other. Yeah, like
we got two black men in your squad. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we supposed to be brothers, B. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing this. We fighting.
But I guess Taz would say, well, I tried to recruit him. I wanted him in the squad, but he betrayed me.
Yeah, but you wanted him in the squad the wrong way, bro. You try to force it. We don't force shit out here.
We don't force shit.
Yeah, bro. You don't force nobody to do nothing. That's when they rebel. What generation? You don't know about this generation?
Yeah, it's true. Dante young. He a young man. So, you know, they tend to rebel.
Yeah, you can't tell them what the fuck to do nowadays.
Hobbs is going for his back. Dante counters. He whips him to the corner, and Dante fucking flies outside the ring. And then Ricky's stomping him as we go to commercial. Excalibur's like, God damn it, Ricky Starks. As Ricky's stomping him out. And then fucking during the break, I think it was, some mark in the crowd is yelling Big E at Hobbs. And Hobbs just looks up and is just like, shut up, bitch. And goes back to whooping Dante's ass.
Like... Willie Hobbs is nothing like Big E at all.
Hey, they're not. They're only similar in that they are brolic black men, and that is it. That's literally it.
You can call him Bobby Lashley for that if that's what you're going to do.
You call him Bobby Lashley if you want to do that.
To be honest, his character is closer to Bobby Lashley
than it is Big E.
Dumbass.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Big E. And shout out to Powerhouse.
Yeah, no beef with Big E. I love Big E.
We love Big E. Yeah. But yeah, they're not the same. They're different.
Two different people, bro. They not even close to
two different
similar.
wrestlers, two great in their own way.
Yeah. Like Big E is more like, I'm like old school, nerdy kind of guy, kind of cool, kind of chill, laid back. Willie Hobbs is like fucking, well, like his name says, a fucking powerhouse. He's a beast.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck about nothing. He ain't coming out here. That's not, you feel me? His character ain't about, oh, I'm this guy. No, I'm a fucking killer.
Yeah.
That's
what
fucking,
it is.
You feel me? That's closer to Bobby Lashley than fucking Big E. What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all fucking up.
Yeah. You gotta act right.
You're not even calling people by the correct.
Right? You gonna be racist, have some fucking creativity to it. Come on now.
Facts, man. You fucking stupid ass.
Come on now. So we go out of the break. Dante makes a comeback, hits a big missile dropkick for a 2 count, follows with a big tornillo outside, and fucking Ricky runs over and literally just prays over Will Hobbs like, come on, Will, get up. Come on.
Yeah.
And then Hobbs comes back, he gets drop kicked, and then he cuts Dante off with this big body block. And then Dante's on the apron. Ricky Starks is creeping over. He's going to interfere again. But then Jay Lethal runs down and cuts him off. And sends Ricky Starks up the ramp, and then Dante hits the nosedive for the 1, 2, and 3.
Yep. God bless Jay Lethal, man.
Jay Lethal. Getting back to TV. He's been mostly on Dark over the last few weeks. So good to see him getting involved in this.
You motherfucker. Now you got 4 brothers fighting.
4 brothers fighting with each other.
Taz,
not what
the
we want.
fuck is you doing, cut?
It's not what we want out here, Taz.
Fucking up, Taz. Damn it.
Yeah. I'm still just like, damn, man, where's Darius? We need Darius back.
Yeah, we gotta see if he's like injured. I gotta check the reports and shit.
I think last I checked on his Twitter, I think he said it's coming.
Yeah, he said he was coming soon.
Yeah.
So,
where's Leo for that matter?
I don't know. He probably off TV for a little bit. He might have had COVID or some shit.
Yeah, I think I heard Leo was injured. I'm not sure, but I feel like I did hear Leo had like some issue, either like, illness or he was hurt, something like that. We got Marvez with the Inner Circle, sans Sammy Guevara.
Yep.
He talks about them winning the Faction of the Year in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And Jericho's like, of course we did. Because from day one, we vowed to conquer this country. He meant to say company, but then he just rolls with it. He's like, yeah, this company and this country and the whole damn world for that matter.
Yeah.
And then he says, tonight, Sammy Guevara's got to defend his title. And if Terrence and Phillip want to get involved, the Inner Circle are going to cut them down. But then Eddie Kingston comes in and he's like, still talking.
I told you can't cut a promo. You can't have interviews. You can't cut a nothing.
Interviews are not allowed in AEW.
No.
They must not have gotten the memo.
Nope.
But Eddie's like, you still talking about Daniel Garcia? Listen. I don't care about Sammy Guevara, and I want Daniel Garcia. Because look what he did to my knee, bro. All right? I got to fight this man. Then he looks at Santana and Ortiz. He's like, hey, you know why you two haven't been tag team champions here in AEW? It's because of this dude.
This Chris Jericho. Right, yeah.
And then Jericho gets in his face. He's like, listen, I don't care what happened in the independents or on the streets of New York. This is the big leagues. And here in the big leagues, we are the damn family. We're the Inner Circle. And they start arguing. But then Santana comes in and he's like, hey, I got to get this shit together.
Yeah, he literally looks at me and goes, get your shit together. And they all walk the fuck off.
Yeah, he walks off. And then Eddie looks over at Ortiz like, yo, monkey, come on. Jericho? For real? And then Ortiz just like...
He called him monkey.
Off. Yeah, he calls him that.
In the independent scene, way back in the day when they were... EYFBO.
Yeah.
He was the funky monkey Angel Ortiz.
Yeah.
And fucking, of course, Santana was the nasty assassin.
Yeah.
I forgot exactly what he went after. I think it was just Mike Drastic, I think it was.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say that was Mike Drastic, wasn't it? Yeah. So Eddie and then even Hager just walks off. He just gives him a look and then just walks away. I guess he's like, well, they walked away, so I'm walking away too. And then Eddie's like, so much about your family. And then
they tired of the bickering and bullshit. Y'all gonna end up being in the same squad. Watch.
Yeah.
they all gonna end up gang after this. Watch.
Yeah. And then Jericho gets in Eddie's face. He's like, GFY. And then Eddie's like, what the hell is that? GFY. I think we know what it means.
I don't know.
You don't know what it means?
No.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know.
Get the fuck. Get the fuck. So here's where MJF comes back out. He's pissed off. He's like, nah. The New York came out in MJF. He was like, nah.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah.
At first, I didn't even realize it was him. I was like, who the hell is this? And then MJF, he's like, no. I was like, oh.
I thought it was Daniel Garcia for some weird reason.
Yeah. Like, who New York ass is this coming out?
Oh, nah.
Yeah. Then he's technically a New Yorker.
Yeah, I forget.
Technically. So, he says, CM Punk, I know you're in the back in a world of pain right now. You may have won the match, but you were powerbombed to oblivion, and you got a fluke win against an oaf. Mm-hmm. Oh. So next week, I'm going to make sure that you see your first loss in AEW. There's no more running. There's no more hiding. You want the match? Well, then you got the match. Next week, CM Punk versus Shawn Spears.
Yeah, the crowd was like, oh!
I feel like the crowd OD saw it coming though, because they like it wasn't as passionate a boo as it was last week.
Like this week, but the thing is that it's how it started because they were like, oh, boo.
Yeah. Like he built it up because he's like, you want to see it, and then he was like Shawn Spears, but I feel like the whole time it was like, man, we already know it's gonna be fucking Shawn Spears. We got the Elite with Landon recording. But the Young Bucks correct Kyle, and they're like, hey, it's Brandon, all right? Brandon Cutler.
No, his name is Landon Butler.
Brandon is like, hey, thanks for standing up for me, Bucks. And then they're like, shut up, Brandon.
Yeah.
So then Cole, they cut their promo. Cole's like, hey, best friends, you've been sticking your noses in our business for way too long, and now we're going to deal with you. Even you, Chris Statlander, because guess what? And Britt Baker comes in. Mm-hmm. She's like, you know what, Chris? How about you and Orange Cassidy take on me and Adam Cole in a mixed tag team match next week?
Yes. First mixed tag of AEW. Thank you.
Is it it's not the first.
It's not, but it's the first one that I can think of, though.
Yeah, Kenny and Rio did one.
They did? When the fuck?
Yeah, Kenny and Rio did one.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Did Kenny and Shida do one too? I know Kenny did one with Rio. I feel like he did one with Shida too, but that one I'm not sure about.
Well, this is the first one I'll probably remember, and I'll probably always remember this one as the first.
So, then after they do that, Britt is like, all right, Brandon Butler, shut the camera off.
It's Landon Butler. Landon.
And then Brandon's like, it's Brandon Cutler. And then they all say, shut up, Brandon. Kyle says Landon again. Mm-hmm. And Nick is like, I'm going to kick your ass, Brandon. Turn it off.
He's walking around being William Regal is what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's going to fucking call I don't know. See, I wish Solo Sikoa was here because he probably would have called him Umanga.
Listen here, you manga.
It's not even my name. It's my uncle, cuz. What the fuck? And you said his name wrong too. Fuck.
Yeah, shit, god damn it.
Yeah.
We got the champ, the AEW World Champion, Hangman Adam Page in the building.
Oh, this one is an Inception one. All right, go ahead. I'll say it at the end.
Comes down to the ring, gets the microphone, says, I spent 90 minutes in the ring with one of the best in the world over the past month. But you know what? It's not enough for me. I'm still ready to go.
You want to know why I laugh?
Why?
You're not enough for me.
God damn it. Is she gonna be in the Rumble this year?
I don't fucking know.
Let's get some Ray Cool up in here.
Undertaker was probably like, no, I shall stay.
You can't rest. I'm done, you done.
You're not enough for me.
But Hangman is like, it's not enough. I need a new challenger. And that brings out Dan Lambert.
Because you can't have an interview or cut a promo in AEW without getting interrupted.
It's not allowed. You're not just going to come out and talk in AEW without someone else coming to talk. That just don't happen no more. So Dan Lambert this week is wrestling historian Dan Lambert, which honestly is the best Dan Lambert. I like this Dan Lambert more than fucking I'm going to call women strippers and fight with them Dan Lambert and all the other weird shit.
It bothers me because, well, it doesn't bother me, but because I'm glad it's him. But it kind of like makes me like feel bad for stupid ass Cornette. Like, you're such a dumbass, bro. If you could just comply and just stop being such a mark for yourself. This could have been you. This could have been you. But you have to be a mark for yourself, and you have to be a dumbass, and you have to be a racist, and you have to be a sexist. If you weren't, motherfucker, you would have been here. This would have been you. This would have been you.
He makes his money. He makes good money doing his shit. So,
but he's a dumbass, bro.
He is. Sorry. I'm not saying he's not. He is, but let me makes good money doing his shit. But Lambert, he's got the mic. He says, here, you remind me of some of the Cowboys I used to watch growing up. You know, Bill Watts, Stan Hansen, the Funks. And now we got you, the East Coast urban cowboy that all these people can relate to. Then Hangman cuts him off. He says, hey, listen, if Scorpio Sky or Ethan Page want a shot at my title, they can ask me themselves, because I damn sure didn't come out here to hear you, a walking Facebook profile, talk.
Wow.
Which goddamn. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking the name for the other Dan Lambert type of promos now. Fucking walking Facebook profile. But I like wrestling historian Dan Lambert. But Lambert is like, you got me all wrong, Hangman. I actually want to compliment you. Because those matches you had with Bryan Danielson were some of the best I've ever seen. And you know, you're someone that's worked very hard to get to the top. You've earned everything. In fact, when you won that title and these people chanted, you deserve it, you said, no, I don't. I earned it. And I agree with you. He says, you know, while you're a great wrestler, Hangman, what I don't like is that you disrespect the legacies of the real cowboys that came before you.
Disrespect it.
Yeah, and then Hangman is like, well, hold on. So growing up on a farm with a bunch of cattle isn't cowboy shit? Turning down a 6-figure contract to start a new company and become the world champion isn't cowboy shit? You know, how about you get in this ring and I shove this boot up your ass, and then we'll see who the cowboy is.
Yep.
And then Lambert's like, man, I think you know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to back up and I'm going to take my leave. But as he's backing up the ramp,
he gets interrupted. He gets interrupted because everyone on this company gets interrupted, and then everybody dies.
He's fucking back.
Well, he didn't have that theme song anymore.
Everybody dies? Yes, he does.
He does? Why they sound mad different?
Nah, that was the song. The moment it hit, I was like, is that Lance? And he came out and I was like, oh shit, that's Lance.
I didn't hear that everybody dies. I don't know. I'm bugging.
Yeah. Well, he did like fucking damn near run to the ring. So.
I was waiting for it because it gives me fucking John Bon Jovi vibes.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's my life. have fans now.
This man bolted to the ring. Fucking Dan Lambert is yelling at him, wait, don't attack me. I've been looking for you. You've been on milk cartons for 5 months. The company didn't help you. I'm like, Dan, what the fuck are you talking about? We watched this man almost break his neck on live television. We know he's been injured.
Yeah. He came back a little like, he looked a little blown up though when he went running.
Yeah.
He should have not ran.
Yeah. I guess he was hyped, like, because he was in Lambert's face, like, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna fucking knock you out.
Yeah.
And then he throws him aside and goes right for Hangman. He takes him out, and Lambert scurries away, and Archer beats the shit out of Hangman. And sets up a chair, hits the blackout onto the chair, and Hangman is dead, and Lance Archer stands tall. He has returned, and it looks like he's coming for that title.
You wanted an opponent? There you go. Hangman versus Lance Archer sounds like fucking fire, but I do have a tiny bit of pause. Placing him into the first monster challenger spot again. Because I don't think he wins. But in that case, I would have to just hope, I guess, that there's a follow-up plan, because I love me some Lance Archer. So if we got him back in the fold, let's get him back in the fold. We got Tony with Arn Anderson's and his sons, Brock and Glock. Pardon, Lee Johnson. Arn puts them over as a tag team, says, hey, and by the way, Tony, I know you feel it. We're right here in Horseman Country. And then, as if every time someone talks about it or throws it up, you summon one of the others. Tully comes up with FTR. He's like, you know what? You're right, Arn. This is Horseman Country. And if you want to live up to that, how about you ditch that dead weight over there? Oh.
And Arn points out, that's my son.
Yeah.
All right. And then Cash and Dax are basically like, yeah, but you know what? We'd be better sons. All right. We'd be better sons than him. We should be your sons, actually.
Didn't they call him Dad?
Yeah. And they're like, you know what? You want to live up to the Anderson name? How about you accept our open challenge and take us on next week? And then Brock is like, we'll do it. And then Lee is like, yeah, we'll do it. So it's set. FTR versus Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson next week.
Yep.
So then we get a short promo from the new TBS champion, Jade Cargill, and Smart Mark Sterling.
Smart Mark, man. He legit. He fucking what do you call it? He
got her to where
he basically did his end of the bargain, where he said he was going to get her to where he wanted to be, where she wanted to be, and he got her there.
Yeah. She chose the right guy, and he did what he was supposed to do. And Jade, she says, I did everything I said I was going to do when I came to this company, and now with this title, the world is mine. And the network truly does stand for that bitch show.
Yep.
So, every week before AEW Dynamite, make sure you watch some Big Bang Theory on that bitch show.
Yep. I don't like Big Bang Theory. I'm sorry. I'm not one of the guys.
I used to like Big Bang Theory, like the first couple of seasons. Serena Deeb versus Hikaru Shida, part 4.
Or at least we would have thought.
Serena Deeb rushes Hikaru Shida during her entrance. She goes right after her knee, beats her down, seemingly injures her, and, goes into the ring. The ref is checking on Shida. He's like, can you go? Shida's like, I can do it. And she struggles, but she gets in the ring and she demands that the bell rings. So once it does, Serena is on her. After the knee, she rips off her knee tape, starts banging it down on the mat, and then she just locks in the Serenity Lock. And Shida won't tap, but the ref is like, all right, nah. And he calls the match. Yeah. Because like the commentators say, clearly Shida couldn't go in this match. You got to protect. The referee's job is to protect the fighters in there. So the ref made a judgment call, and Shida's upset with it. Like, she pushes the Paul Turner, and she's like, what the hell? And, she's mad, but she's still like falling over and shit, selling her knee. So
yeah, she's over here fucking half dead over here on some CM Punk shit.
Yeah.
But unlike Punk, she's in a bad way.
Yeah. She can't walk practically.
Yeah.
And Then Serena's not done. She grabs a kendo stick and she continues the attack. But then Aubrey and the rest of the refs come out and break it up. Mm-hmm. And then Ty J and Sky Blue come out just to help Shida to the back.
Yeah, then, when I saw that, I was just like, okay.
I was like, Anna J. Because that was the first person I noticed. I was like, hey, that's Anna J. And then I saw Ty and Sky Blue. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it gives it that feeling of all the females who are baby faces are friends. Yeah. Which I hate that in WWE, so don't do that in this company.
Yeah. I mean, at least we know like Ty and Anna are friends and fucking I think they have teamed with Shida before. But I don't know where Sky Blue came from.
All the SmackDown women standing in a row. That's all I saw. I'm serious. That's all I saw. I was like, don't do this.
But I think Shida's going back to Japan because she's got to shoot some stuff. So I think this was them writing her off for a little bit. So that then when she comes back, they have a big blow off to this thing. And then probably in the interim, you have Serena run that little gauntlet of those three. That's probably why they were out there now that I think about it. So she can have matches with Sky Blue and Ty Conti and Anna J, which all three of those matches I would watch. They sound pretty good to me.
I wonder if LMFAO are going to sue her for that name.
Oh, what, Sky Blue?
Yeah.
Nah, they can't.
You got to remember, one guy is Sky Blue and the other one is Red Fool.
Yeah. But I think she spells it different. So she might have the loophole. We got Tony with Jurassic Express and Christian Cage. Christian, first thing he does is sends his well wishes to Rey Fenix. But then he says, these guys are the tag team champions now. I'm extremely proud of them. And Jungle Boy says, we're ready. Any top 5 challenges out there that want to take us on, bring it on. And then that brings in your boys, John Silver and Alex Reynolds.
Yes, sir.
They're like, you want top 5 teams? And Christian is like, yeah, we do. So let us know if you see any. And then Silver's
the Dark
like,
Order, hello.
Hello. Reynolds is like, we are top 5, all right? Top 5 hunks, top 5 meat, top 5 tag teams.
When he said meat, I was like, what?
That's what they do. Well, Silver's the meat man.
Yeah, I know, but it was just like, what? That didn't have to be a part of this conversation, but okay.
At all. But that's the Dark Order. They just do shit like that. And, Silver's like, how about we set a little date for Rampage, you guys, in our fists? And then Jungle Boy's like, sounds good to me. The Luchasaurus is like, blah.
I miss Uno, B.
Evil Uno? Yeah, I do too. I miss the homies. I miss the squad.
I miss having NPCs.
Facts. Fucking Silver and Luchasaurus just start chomping at each other as the segment ends. Because Luchasaurus does his brah.
Yeah.
And then Silver's like, brah. So then they both just start doing it at each other. Nah. It's like, you idiots. So now we got Matt Hardy versus Penta El Cero M. Matt gets the mic, says, I'm sorry that Rey Fenix was hurt, and I'm sorry for the Lucha Bros' downfall, but their downfall truly began where they were defeated by us, the Hiffo, a few weeks back. Says tonight in my backyard of Raleigh, North Carolina, and he got the fam out there. He got Rebby and the kids at ringside.
Yep. Did you see their New Year's pictures and videos?
No, what?
Yeah. Matt Hardy know what he's doing.
I did see him post a picture of Rebby posted a picture and then Matt was like, I guess it's time to have another kid. I'm like, yo.
She was twerking on him at the goddamn New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah.
They probably are going to have another kid. Don't be surprised if Rebby pop up pregnant again.
My son felt mad New York, though, for that.
Yeah.
Because the way he was like, yeah. And then you saw Hook enjoying himself.
Oh.
New Year's Eve?
Man, Hook. Yeah. With Antonio Brown. Cheeks all in his face.
The moment I found it, I was like, I'm sharing this shit to everybody.
That shit was everywhere. I was like, oh, shit.
I posted it on everything, bro. I was like, nah, this shit is too funny.
The fucking one screenshot of him just with his head peeking behind the cheeks like, yo.
Yeah.
What a fucking legend. Already this man is a legend.
Send Hook.
Send Hook.
They probably invited Taz, but he decided to send Hook.
I'm gonna do you one better, brother. I'm gonna send Hook.
Oh!
Yo, good looking, Taz. Good looking. I told you, my boy Taz is real.
Cheeks.
So
yeah, Matt Hardy
Matt
versus
says,
Penta. This match was actually really good.
Yeah, I actually had fun with this match. This was a fun little match because it was just them working the crowd mainly.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like it starts with Penta got to do it. Cero,
Miedo.
But then Matt is like, no, delete. Cero, Miedo.
No.
Delete. What's even more funny to me is fucking Private Party and Alex Abrahantes, because they're both on the outside doing it with their respective guy. So you would see Alex fucking running around like, Cero, Miedo.
Yeah.
And then you see Private Party on the other side like, no, delete. It was a fight.
It was a battle.
It was a battle. So then they finally actually begin physically fighting.
Yep.
And then Penta chops him up in the corner as we go to the picture-in-picture. Come
pimp.
back. Penta goes for the fear factor, but Matt reverses. Hits a DDT for a near fall. Then they fight to the apron. They start trading. Matt ducks, hits a side effect on the apron. Hardest part of the ring.
Yep. That's the hardest part of the ring.
Yes. So then he goes in the ring, goes for a twist of fate, but Penta escapes. Sets Matt up, but Matt knocks him down. Penta goes for a moonsault.
Yes.
But he misses. And then Matt, he sets him down, goes up top. And then Matt Hardy, he goes for a moonsault.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know you could still do those, Matt. Let's go.
He gonna have his ass fused to his fucking spine, I'm telling you.
Hey, Matt was he was feeling good tonight.
All right, bro. If that's how you feel.
He went for a moonsault, missed it. And then Penta at that point grabbed him up, hit the fear factor for the 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, it was a fun little match.
I like that little package power driver gimmick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Fear factor's a fun move and a great name for it.
Yeah. Because he has zero fear.
Yeah. Settle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, post-match, Alex gets in the ring, says, Malachi Black, Penta has a message. Penta, he speaks in Spanish.
Yeah.
And then Alex says, Penta says, he's going to show you some respect, Malachi.
I think it was Wilkins on the Jobber Tears podcast who posted, yo, Penta will come out here and say some shit that sounds fire in Spanish. And then then Alex Abrahantes would come out and be like, Penta says he's going to beat you up. And then that's
Yeah.
He was like, just don't have him say it. Just
But we've discussed this before. It's because half the time Penta be fucking cursing people out.
Yeah, and he just like, nah, I'm just going.
I gotta say a clean version of that.
And I wrote to him. I was like, nah, he dead ass be capping sometimes. He dead ass do not be saying what this man be saying sometimes. He just be straight up capping on that bitch. Like I'm like, bro, he did not say that, bro. Did you see him on those goddamn what was it, like Dell commercials or some shit like that?
Oh, Alex,
or HP commercials, something like that.
Yeah, this man, Alex Abrahantes is low key one of the most versatile men in pro wrestling.
I saw him in that commercial and I couldn't stop fucking just thinking to myself, Penta says, buy this washing machine. I'm over here selling computers, bro. And with the processors, we can stream everywhere.
Yeah, should.
Oh, man.
So, they're going to do Cero Miedo one more time.
And then
but the lights go out.
Undertaker.
And they come on, and Malachi is here.
Yep. And he kicks the shit out of Alex Abrahantes.
Yeah, he kills Alex immediately. Like, Penta's shocked, like, oh shit. And they just kicks Alex, and then Penta's like, hey. And then Malachi runs over to him.
And then they start popping off. But then. Go ahead.
The Varsity Blondes run down. Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. Then they just start fucking jumping this man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's laughing. He's fucking
while they
laughing.
Jumping him. And then Julia's like, wait, no, stop.
Yep. Because
So they
she
all
knows.
stop.
It seems to be like she knows something that they don't know.
Yeah. And then Malachi, he gets up, just laughing at them.
Yeah, laughing his ass off.
He's looking around,
And then
counts. He's like, "Oh, there's 3 of you."
Yep. Then
And
Undertaker.
Lights go out. The crowd was on it immediately, even before the lights went out.
Yep.
They were chanting for Brody King. So the lights go off. They come on, and the crowd's wishes are answered as Brody King is here. And he lays out the baby faces.
Murders everybody. There was even a point where Aleister Black tossed one of the Hollywood blondes. I think it was
Pillman.
It was Pillman. And he just power slammed him in through the fucking ramp. I mean, through the ring.
Suplex threw him into a fucking power slam.
Fucking nasty, bro.
He murdered. I think it was Penta with the running senton.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Fucking flipped right into him.
Yeah.
That shit looked like a fucking what's this guy's name? AC Steel or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Looked like him doing a
Ace
goddamn
Romero.
Ace Romero, sorry. Why the fuck did I call him AC Steel? What the fuck? I mixed you know what happened? I mixed Vince
Steele and AC Romero. Shout out to Vince Steele and AC Romero.
You know what it is? I love Vince Steele, bro. Anybody who knows me knows I love me some Vince Steele. That's my cousin, bro. On the low.
Yeah. Yes, we got Tony Schiavone with Leyla Hirsch, Red Velvet, and Chris Statlander. He asked him about, you got this big mixed tag match coming up, but you also got a match on Rampage. And then Layla's like, hey, should you be more focused on our match on Rampage, all right?
Everybody
instead of focusing on everything
more,
else?
Everybody really trying that Mamba mentality. More.
More. And then Chris is like, hey, listen, Leyla, you're the one always trying to get the pin in every match we have. I'm the one that's just trying to help all my friends. Yeah. Obviously, I took this on because I think I can handle it. And then Red Velvet's like, hey, if we're going to win this match on Friday, then you guys got to get it together, all right?
Yeah.
So then, Chris Statlander and Leyla Hirsch, they dap up. They're good. And we move on.
Leyla Hirsch is turning heel.
She's definitely turning heel.
Yeah. Remember what happened last time with when they had a match?
Yeah. The fucking, and she been doing it. Like Chris Statlander said, every time they tag together on like Dark or whatever, Leyla Hirsch is always fucking arguing with them and trying to get the pin.
Yep.
So it's definitely coming. So up next is the Acclaimed versus Bear Country.
That's what I was going to talk about. My big old boys, Bear Country.
Bear Country in the building. The Acclaimed come out. Man, Max just did one of the better verses he's done in a while on Dark Elevation this week. I thought it was actually pretty good. Then he came on Dynamite and dropped this bullshit. So now I'm convinced that either he get nervous or something when he got to write for TV.
Or they write for him when he's on TV.
Yeah, they got to write for him and TK only lets him use his good shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, man, this happens every time. He's like, his shit be pretty decent on Dark. And then he come on TV spitting this bullshit.
And I'm over here like, lame.
Like, man, what's going on here?
The Acclaimed.
He said
Max
they got to rest out this
lame.
Yeah. So.
Fuck that. No, get him out of here. Don't even talk about his shitty raps.
That shit was whack. But that's why I'm mad. Because like, on Dark, they don't be bad. But on Dynamite, get him out of here.
This was a little spooky for me because I was like, if they're beefing with Sting and Darby, and then they send them out here with Bear Country's going to eat them. Like, what's the point of that? Yeah, but I mean, go ahead.
It worked itself out, yeah. The Bears start out throwing these dudes around, but then the Acclaim cut off Bear Bronson with a double team and a crossbody from Max Caster into the pip. So we come back, Bears get hot. They go for the Bear Bomb, but Bowens pulls Caster away, sends Boulder outside, and then guillotines Bronson on the apron, and then Caster goes up top, lands the mic drop, and gets the 1, 2, and 3. The Acclaimed get the win.
The Acclaimed,
JR said,
all still lame.
JR said during this match that the Acclaimed have the most tag team wins in AEW at 32.
Wow.
Which I think that makes sense because they wrestle on Dark a lot.
Yeah. OD.
So, yeah. Like they're one of like the Dark mainstays because they're over.
You know what hurts, yo? when I see Bear Country, I'm like, yo, this could have been fucking Tucky and Otis right now.
Heavy Machinery, yeah.
Like, this could have been y'all, and this could have been the fucking War Raiders of... Damn, man, what the fuck, WWE? What are you doing?
Get free War Machine. I'm about to get on that wave.
Facts.
Free War Machine.
Y'all
Free
motherfuckers.
War Machine.
But you know what it is? They making bread. That's the problem.
Yeah, maybe they happy there. If they happy there, then whatever.
Yeah,
but
they probably not having all the matches they want to have, but they getting bread.
They probably maybe they all right with just making money.
And they making themselves household names. So it's like if they get to the point where they're like, all right, now we want to have some matches, they can just dip because I'm pretty sure anybody would take them.
Yeah, so, but
anyways, after the match, these two idiots are celebrating, and then it starts to snow.
Yes, the snow falls. It's winter, so it's about the right time for that.
Mm-hmm.
But then the music hits, and it's Sting.
Yep,
he comes out. He backs the Acclaimed down the ramp, and then behind them, Darby's in the ring. He runs out, kills Max Caster with a tope. And then Sting beats up Bowens with the bat. Bowens goes for the boombox, but then Sting kicks it away. And Tony's like, get your hands away from that boombox like an angry dad.
That's what I was going to say. Well, if you hear commentary was on point with this once again. Because fucking Skiavon just goes, get away from that goddamn. If you don't get
the fuck, leave that shit alone.
But he didn't even need to, because things fucking smacked the fucking boombox with the bat.
Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Sting was not playing.
We want to throw hands, we throwing hands, but don't come out here with this bullshit.
Yeah.
I like that Sting now has like around his face paint, he's starting to do like the black fade thing that they usually do, like usually like hardcore band guys usually do that where they paint their like neck black and then it fades into it. And now he did that with his whole face mask. Well, his face paint. And it makes the fucking face paint look like a mask. Like it looks 3D almost, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, that is cool.
It highlights it and accents it and makes it look. He got that from Darby because Darby does that.
I was gonna say, like, him and Darby, like, taking face paint tips from each other has benefited them both very well.
Yep.
I feel like.
Yep.
So they both have some cool ass looks in recent times. But
nothing tops that fucking CM Punk Sting. That shit was fire.
CM Sting was fucking the shit. I love that shit.
That shit was dope.
I loved CM Sting.
Another thing I like too is that it makes Sting look like he got more hair, which makes him look a lot younger.
Yeah.
It kind of makes him look like old school Sting because like the hair touches the tip of the paint instead of it being way back. Oh man, it is what it is. I mean, he's getting older, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. Now we got the bastard.
Oh yeah,
Pac.
my man's is blind.
Yeah, he apparently may be a permanently blind bastard.
Yeah.
But, he's very calm. He's eerily calm throughout this promo. He says, Malachi, you may have blinded me, but now I see everything. He says, his perspective is now different, and his vision has never been so clear.
Yeah.
He holds a tarot card. It says justice on it.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. For anybody who doesn't know about tarot cards, the reason why the justice card is blind, because justice is blind.
Justice is blind. So, interesting to see where this is going to go. I've seen theories on both ends, like it's going to be him joining the squad, or it's going to be him becoming, like an agent of chaos in some way, because like you said, justice is blind. So he may be out to deal out his own form of justice, however he may see fit. So
you know what would happen if this was WWE?
Nothing.
Something would have happened. Blindfold match.
Oh no! God fucking no.
Hey, best and worst blindfold match with my son, fucking Jake Roberts.
No, yeah.
Who was he wrestling? I totally forgot. Was it the model Rick Martel?
Model Rick Martel, I think, right?
I think so, yeah. Because I think he sprayed him with the arrogance.
Yeah.
How do I remember that shit? But I can't remember what happened last week. What's wrong with me?
Because you know what? There'd be matches that they put on, like, especially back in the day where you would buy, like, tape compilations and shit. Or like, they would either talk about that match all the time or that match itself would be on the fucking compilation.
Yeah.
Like, I remember back in the day, fucking Edge and Hulk Hogan versus Billy and Chuck was on like every tag team compilation the WWE put out. Anything they could fucking squeeze that match on, they would put it on.
I don't get why. Fucking,
Yeah.
They wouldn't do it now because now.
Yeah. But back then, they were getting their mileage out of that match. So they like doing that shit.
Well, was it that Lupe Fiasco said? Limbo is a race. I just keep thinking in my head, Hogan was a race.
Oh, well, you know they don't care. Truth be told, they don't care.
True. But, you know, they're not going to fuck up their situation right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They already got a lot of shit on their plate right now.
Yeah. He hosted WrestleMania last year. They don't care.
Fuck that motherfucker. but fuck him, though. I agree with that one guy on Jabba T's Facebook group.
That one guy that posts fuck Hulk Hogan every day.
I love that guy.
That's just hilarious.
That shit makes me laugh every time, bro.
Every day I see that shit, I'm like, here we go.
And then you always, if you pay attention, you always see a comment from me, and it's always a hilarious gif.
Yeah, gotta get your daily fuck Hulk Hogan in.
Yep.
Iron Sheik would be proud.
Fuck a Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. So we got Tony with Matt Hardy in Private Party. Mm-hmm. Matt is frustrated at his loss tonight.
Oh, this was hilarious.
This was fucking great. Andrade, he has Jose offer some drinks.
Yeah.
Matt is like, they drink. And and Jose gives him the Private Party. Yeah. And Private Party like, oh shit, this ain't water.
That's the reason why he said they drink. Yeah. But they gave Matt a water.
Yeah, Matt drinking some water.
Yeah. Funny thing too is, it's just the way that he came in. He's Mr. Duval, bro. Y'all out there, y'all don't know Mr. Duval.
Relax.
Tevin and I went to school together, and we were in the same class together in 6th grade. So we remember Mr. Duval fondly.
Our 6th grade math teacher.
And he was like a James Olmos in that movie. How can I reach these kids? But he was like an older Dominican gentleman, and his accent is super duper heavy, like. And he used to always be like, listen, little kid, help me to help you. And every time I hear Andrade speak now, since he's got this tone now about him where he's just trying to help, which is Mr. Duval, because he was like a condescending ass, I'm doing this to help you. Condescending ass motherfucker. I still remember when he failed me because everybody else failed me, quote unquote. And my mom went straight to Miss Rossetti. Like, did he do his job? Did he get all his stuff in class? Did he get in his assignments on time? So why the fuck did this nigga fail him?
Yeah.
And my mom like cursed him out, basically. And yeah, but Mr. Duval had this little condescending little. So every time I see Pac now, it's not Pac. Fucking what do you call it? Andrade. I'm over here. You know what it is? Because of the way he says, back. But yeah. He gives me that vibe now. Every time I see him, I'm just like, help me to help you.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Andrade trying to get some work going. He's like, Matt, you're a businessman, just like me. And you like money, right?
Yeah.
And Matt's like, of course. So Andrade's like, I have an offer for you.
Yeah.
Matt is like, all right, you know what? I'm interested.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do this in front of these people.
He blocks out the camera like, hey, get out of here.
Yeah, we're going to go to my office. We're going to talk in private.
Not in front of these people,
Yeah, Private Party's like, oh yeah, let's go. And then Matt's like, nah, y'all stay here too. And then they're like, what? And then they gotta stay back. And honestly, Andrade probably should have fucking talked to Matt Hardy first when he first came to the company. Because Andrade's always like, I need people to work for me. Matt Hardy got like 30 people working for him.
He's got a whole gang, bro. You want to know how to get it done? You want to know how to make your own Andrade Hifo? Then you got to talk to the owner of the Hifo.
Yeah, he out here fucking trying to build the Hifo, but he don't understand how friendship works. So he's like, he thinks everybody that's friends just work for each other. Yeah. No, the people that work for someone are the Hifo. Yeah. They all work for Matt. So that's who you got to talk to. It's time for the main event. The interim TNT Championship. Daniel Garcia takes on the champion, Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, but you know what that means? This means that we gonna get Eddie, we gonna get Jericho, we might even get some of this and some of that. And for some weird reason, once again, Davy Crockett.
Dave Crockett's at ringside. They're gonna do this every time. Whoever wins this, they will be presented with the belt by David Crockett.
Fuck it. Hey, gives him a paycheck. He's chilling. He's a legend. He's old school.
Yeah, he looks like he's having a good time. So good for him. So these two have a wrestling exchange early on, and then just start to fucking stiff each other. These two were stiffing each other.
Yeah, they were hitting each other hard.
Yeah.
Pause.
Like they have a slap exchange, and then like Sammy like pops him, and then like Garcia stumbles back and shit.
Yeah.
And then he sends him outside, and then Sammy follows with a dive. And then at that point, you know, Sammy and Eddie lock eyes.
Yeah.
And then they start talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, Eddie's like, I'll fucking whip your ass. And then Sammy's like, you ain't gonna whip my ass. You fucking stand right there. And he goes back in the ring and continues the match.
Yeah.
He springboards off the middle rope, but Garcia cuts him off with a backbreaker. And he gets the heat into the pip. So, come back. Garcia cuts outside as Sammy makes a comeback, but Sammy just follows him with a double jump dive. Like, and JR even calls it in advance. He thinks he's safe out there. then Sammy dives, and then JR was like, I told you.
Yeah.
So, you go back in the ring. Garcia cuts him off again, hits him with a backdrop driver. That gets a 2 count. And Sammy goes for the GTH, but Garcia catches it and puts him in the sharpshooter, which is the dope counter. And then when he's got him in the sharpshooter, he like, you know, cause you know how you do a sharpshooter. You lock the legs, sit on it. Garcia, he goes a level beyond that and then just sits even deeper back somehow and just starts like cranking that shit. I was like, oh shit, that's different. And then, you know, Sammy is able to escape, gets to the ropes. Sammy hits Crossroads. That gets a 2 count.
Take me to the Crossroads.
Yes. And then he goes for the double jump cutter. But Garcia catches him, transitions into a sleeper, and then goes for the bulldog choke. And then transitions into a pile driver. And that gets a 2 count. What you trying to say, Daniel Garcia? You want the smoke with Mox? Is that what you're trying to say to me with this? With these moves?
Mox is going to kick your ass, bro.
Yeah,
that's all I got to say, Danny. Danny, you don't want that smoke. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. Trust me, you don't.
That's high tier smoke.
Talking about
Mox.
a former GCW wrestler, John Moxley. Are you crazy?
GCW champion, John Moxley.
Former GCW champion, John Moxley. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
You trying to? He gonna call Nick Gage since he's right now. He's in. You know, he's doing his thing. So he gonna be like, yo, nah. He can't be disrespecting a motherfucker. Like, yo, Nick, what you doing, cut?
You gotta let him know real quick what's going on.
You need a payday cut? Kill this motherfucker.
Because it looked like Eddie gonna be dealing with Jericho for a little bit. So I need somebody to kill this motherfucker.
Facts.
So
my best friend Eddie.
Yeah. So
every time I think about Eddie, I just think about my best friend.
My best friend. So 2.0, they run down at this point. They take out both Jericho and Eddie. And then they try to interfere back in the ring. Sammy tries the GCH, but 2.0 tries to interfere. Sammy cuts them both off, takes them down.
Yeah, he didn't need nobody's help, bro. I don't know why the fuck these two men came out here. They just brought more attention to themselves.
He took them both out, then hit Garcia with the GTH, covers him for the 1, 2, and 3.
Yo, that GTH was nasty.
It's a good one.
So I'm going to tell you why I find it so nasty. It didn't hit Daniel Garcia in the forehead like he usually does with people. It hit him in the back of the neck because Danny tucked his head like all the way into his chin. So when he went for it, he landed on like literally the middle of his, like the very middle of his neck. Like it was disgusting. Yeah. I was scared for him and I was like, I hope he didn't kill this kid. Like right behind the ear, like right there in the middle of the neck, right behind the ear.
You could even see like his head like move up a little bit when he takes the hit. Yeah. So it was a nasty one.
Yep.
But he seemed okay, fortunately.
And then Davy Crockett is trying to give him the belt.
Yeah. So he comes in, presents the belt, they shake hands.
Fucking 2.0 just runs up to fucking Sammy to hit him. And then the ref hugs the shit out of Davey and pulls him away.
He's like, "Oh, get out of here, David, get out of here."
And I think on commentary they played it up too.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh yeah, get David Crockett out of here. These guys will attack anybody."
Yep. And then it was crazy after that because then Jericho and Eddie came in the ring and started to defend Sammy.
Yeah.
But then after they're fighting for a bit, I don't know exactly what happened, but like I guess he was gonna go back out to hit 2.0 again.
Yeah, they were fighting with 2.0, and they each had one member they were fighting with, but Jericho had the bat.
Yeah.
So he beats the shit out of his guy, and then just goes over to Eddie and beats up Eddie's guy too. And Eddie's like,
"You selfish!
Fuck?
You selfish!" So then our dads start fighting.
Yep.
And then they're just like, "Yo, you selfish, B." And they just yelling at each other. "No, yo, you don't know what you're doing. Blah, blah. You're so." And then fucking Eddie takes his fucking hoodie off or whatever he had on, and he had like a regular. This shit happens to me every fucking time, which is why I laughed. When I go to take off my hoodie, my overshirt always pulls up, so you see my tank top and my whole belly come out. And the same shit happened with Eddie, and I started crying because I'm like, yeah, that happens to me every time, bro. I'm so bad. That shit happens every fucking time. I can't take off a hoodie without my whole gut being exposed, but with a tank top on it, obviously. And then it's just fucking crying after that. I was like, yo, I can't even.
It is real.
Her dads are fighting.
And that's how the show ends. Eddie and Jericho just jawing at each other. And the show goes off the air.
The show goes off the air with her dads fighting.
Yeah, the dads are fighting. The dads are fighting.
You know what it was? It was that episode of South Park where they in Little League.
Oh, yeah. Randy and Bat Dad.
Yeah, that's what that was.
I didn't hear no bell. I thought this was American. So, that indeed was AEW Dynamite.
Yo, now that I think about it, they should have played fucking "You're the Best."
Nothing's ever gonna bring it down. It would have worked. But that was Dynamite. I thought this was a solid show. I thought it was solid.
I had so much fun watching this fucking show. This show was great, bro. I was like, this is great. First of all, fucking Wardlow. They had Wardlow on this bitch. And he was about to kill fucking MJF, which yes, give me yes. Then they had fucking Willie Hobbs, right? And I'm like, fuck yeah, Willie Hobbs. And they had Dante. And then fucking Ricky Starks came out. Fucking Jay Lethal came out. And I was like, yo! Then we had the whole Hangman promo. Fucking, then of course, with Adam Lambert. But he was being good, Adam Lambert, which I like. And
Dan Lambert.
Adam Lambert is the singer. Dan Lambert.
Yeah.
Dan Lambert. And I loved all that shit. It's because Adam Page and then I did the Vince Steele AC Romero thing. Yeah. So yeah, we had fucking and then fucking Archer comes out and I'm like, yeah, everybody die. Fucking Shida goes absolute fucking ape shit and tries her best, but fucking she just got murdered by Serena Deeb. Like Serena Deeb killed her ass. And then fucking that shit was great because now I'm over here like, yo, they need to have a fucking cage match.
Yeah, am I wrong? Give them a stipulation for the blow-off.
I want
for
them
the blow-off. They definitely need a stip.
I want a fucking cage match. That way,
I'll be with it for a cage.
That way, they can't pop off before shit start off. None of that. It's a cage match. Both of y'all got to enter the fucking cage first, and then there's nowhere for y'all to run after that. You got to pop off right there. You feel me? That's why I want a cage match with the old school rules, nigga. You can't go over the top. Feel me?
Yeah, because AEW don't do escapes.
Yep.
You don't do escapes.
Real shit. You feel me? That's the point. That way, nobody in, nobody out. It's beef. Y'all fighting right here. And then fucking, man, the whole thing with our dads fighting, that shit was great.
Dads are fighting.
Fucking, the whole fact that we had Adam Cole Bay and fucking, what do you call it? Britt Baker finally being canon in the AEW MCU.
Yes.
That's fucking great, finally.
They've crystallized it, yes.
Yes, now it's real. So, just hire William Regal so he can say blood and guts. And this was that's a great fucking episode. CM Punk wins, which to me, that's always a plus. So, this episode for me gets a fucking... This shit gets a GOAT. Even though some people,
I give it a high grade.
Some people would just be like, no, man, I love this fucking episode. This episode was fun.
Oh, yeah, if you have fun, you have fun.
Yeah.
I give it I guess for me, it was just, I didn't think, like, it's low-key become the Dynamite standard to just have, like, one match that's like, yo, this match was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't think Dynamite had that this week. Everything was good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Every match was a good match.
You were waiting for that fucking Hangman Page versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I was waiting for the God match again.
Yeah.
But I guess they was like, no God match this week. We got to chill.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But
we got a lot of good promos. We got a lot of good storyline progression. We got a lot of good, setup stuff for the future.
You know what it is? I think and we had Bear Country, and we had all these fucking.
We had Bear Country.
We had a return and a debut.
Yeah.
Like, this was great, man. I don't know. I liked it. Yeah, I really liked it.
I enjoyed it. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
But, with that said, that's the show.
It was great.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Did I just legit fucking go over the whole show in 5 minutes?
You did. Everything happened on the show and it was fucking great.
When you like a show, you like a show.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Better than anything WWE's putting on.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch WWE.
I was watching the Twins, so I got to watch a little bit of NXT. And
I was watching them, but I wasn't watching NXT.
Nah, obviously, I got to, with me, I'm trying
but
to.
You at work, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure they're doing their job.
It was a good time.
Yeah. Well, Tev, with that being said, let these people know where to find us. Indeed,
you already know where to find us. Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania, Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. So find that group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, where we and the other podcasters and wrestlers and everybody that we associate with post all our goings on and all that is going down. As far as the audio goes, we're everywhere audio is found. That is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast. Everywhere your podcasts are found, just search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And of course, if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, give us a rating, if you please. A 5-star would be wonderful. It would help us rise in the algorithms and get to the top of those podcast charts.
That way more people can listen, more people.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you're rocking with us on the audio platforms, throw us a rating, show us some love. We appreciate it.
And if you're a part of the gang, you know what I'm saying? You're a part of the gang. You're one of the people who watches this every week and has fun and enjoys it. Tell your friends. Show your friends. Be like, yo, these guys are funny. We like them. They do a lot of cool shit. You should go watch them. You know what I'm saying? Put them on.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, because I've been from what I've heard, a lot of the people who tell me oh, we really like your show. I told my friend and I put my friend on, and so yeah, keep telling your friends to tell friends, and then we can grow our community, and then we can all be a nice little bubble.
We're building a little community over here for fun times within pro wrestling.
Yep, good time.
So. Also visuals, twitch.tv/Ramblemania Show. And of course on YouTube, search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And when you get here, like the videos, click subscribe, and click the bell so that when the new content drops,
it goes straight to you.
And that's for me personally. Find me on Instagram at TJ the Great 1. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1. And find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. You can find me on Instagram at the number 6, the letter X, the letter L. That is at 6XL. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX8I Great. That is at SIIXX. You already. And you can find us on TikTok at Ramblemania Show. Or is it Ramblemania? Or is it Ramblemania Show? You can find us on there, and we'll be on there. Just write Ramblemania Show in the search, and we'll pop up. Yeah.
It's Ramblemania Show, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. Yeah, I don't know why I say it every week, and I know it, and then this week, I don't know. And I posted just a new one. Yeah, we just posted a new one. So go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. You know what I'm saying? We have all the things everywhere. Go watch all the things. Have fun. Join the gang. That's why we call y'all Banter Club loyalists, the BC aliens. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Show love. We show love back. We got y'all. And I want to give a shout out to all my people out there doing all the beautiful things in the tube of you know what I'm saying? Talking about my dirty heels. Talking about my job of tears. I'm talking about my Your podcast and my Your sports show. You know, I love all my peoples out there in the Tube of you, and all the people out there doing all the beautiful podcast things. All the love in the world. Talking Champions, shout out. All my people out there. Everything pro wrestling. You guys, all you guys, you know what I'm saying? It's because of all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? That we continue to grow. So it's all. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with a little something called Too Sweet.
Too sweet.
And a good fight.
And a good night.
It's been a while since I said this. Everybody dies.
That's my guy.